I mean, I know personally, I've had a couple buyers looking in some of the surrounding cities from the cities I've been talking about that have not seen as much competition when they go to write an offer as they would have seen even just 1 or 2 months ago. Hello, everyone. It has been a minute, or maybe a couple months is the better way to put it. You know me, I'm Adam Summers, and I'm here for a market update because I haven't done one since February. A lot has been happening since then. I have sold my house. I've moved into a new one, which as you can see does not have a studio yet. So I am in the storage workshop area, which at some point will have a studio here. And on top of that, the spring market has been very, very, very busy. I've been working with a lot of buyers. So I've been running around like crazy, but things are slowing down. A lot of people are under contract. A lot of people have bought their house. And so I want to do a market update. I know that interest rates are a lot higher from the last time I talked to you in February. Home prices have gone up. Inflation is hurting people's budgets. And on top of that, there's just a lot of uncertainty about what's happening in the market right now. You see headlines popping up that say things like inventory is up 60%. Is the housing boom over? Are we in a housing bubble? I want to talk about what's happening locally, as I always do. And when I say that, I mean very specifically Plymouth, Michigan, Northville, Michigan, and Novi, Michigan. I'm talking about the markets where I live and where my office is, hyper-local. So the big question is, are we seeing a slowdown in Plymouth, Northville, and Novi? The short answer is based on the data, not yet. Let me elaborate a little. So last month, the average sale to list price was 105%, meaning the average home, if you will, was selling 5% above the asking price last month. And to put things in perspective, in a normal seller's market, 98% is considered good. And again, that's a normal seller's market where prices are going up. The past year, we've seen it closer to like 101, 102%, and last month it was 105. So just based on that data alone, that tells me that things are not slowing down very much. Let's look at months of inventory. It's been almost 2 years now where months of inventory has been floating around 1. Remember, 3 is a normal seller's market, 6 is a neutral market, and anything higher than 7 is a buyer's market. So we are nowhere near buyer's market level of supply versus demand. In fact, we're so far into the seller's market that even with inventory kicking up a little bit and all those other factors we talked about, locally here, we're still not seeing it. The demand is severely outweighing the supply despite everything else. My prediction is this. In the next 6 months, we are going to see things cool off to pre-pandemic conditions. I know there's a lot of industry experts at the national level that think overall that's what we're going to start to see. And we definitely know that there are regions all over the country that have already started to feel that and experience that. I do think that will translate to our market very soon. I mean, I know personally, I've had a couple buyers looking in some of the surrounding cities from the cities I've been talking about that have not seen as much competition when they go to write an offer as they would have seen even just 1 or 2 months ago. I would guess that when the data comes out in the next month, we will probably see that things have cooled off a little bit from May's data. What does that mean though? Does that mean it's going to be a buyer's market? Think of the analogy. I hear this on Keeping Current Matters all the time. Great station if you want to get information on real estate. They say, imagine driving 150 miles an hour. You see a cop up on the road and you slow down to 70. You feel like you're crawling because of how much of a drop you've done, but 70 miles per hour is still fast. And I think that's a great analogy for what the real estate market's going to be doing soon. So a lot of the buyers right now who have been in these situations where they're like, I can't afford to pay $30,000 cash out of pocket above market value and waive all these contingencies. I think it's going to be a bit more normal, the way it was pre-pandemic. But time will tell. That's where we're at now. Market has not cooled off yet here, but the signs are kind of in the air. And I know when I talk to other local agents, they're kind of starting to feel it too. I think the data in the next 1 or 2 months will show that things have cooled off a bit. Fingers crossed, because I know my buyers need it. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you guys next month. Bye. Bye.